Welcome to Do It for the Gram and Enneagram podcast with your host, certified Enneagram coach Milton Stewart, where we do it for the Enneagram, not Instagram. We make moves to improve our lives and those in our community. This very short episode is going to be about the new KCEP program I have coming up in January. I want to let you all know we have 13 slots open. I'm extremely excited about it. And the KCEP program, if you don't know what it is or have not attended, it's a 12-week program where the Enneagram is taught and shared in community. And so there's community work inside of it. And it is a virtual program. It's online. This will be the third cohort. And what happens in this is that we go through basically the entirety of the Enneagram each week. We take on a big component of the Enneagram each week. And it's taught, but it's also doing work together with each other. And so there's intimate work in that sense. It's a community and it's held really well. One of the things that I find very important and know that's important is that doing work, the Enneagram and inner working community is so important for so many different reasons. We talk about accountability. We talk about encouragement. We talk about being comfortable, being uncomfortable. And we also talk about it being at your pace and you being encouraged and feeling safe enough to even take risks to maybe share something or maybe work on something specifically. But it also is a lot of information because as a 7, I am giving a lot of knowledge, a lot of things I've learned. And I think one of the gifts of the program is that I have learned under some of, I would say, the most spectacular teachers who are out there, and I'm still learning from them. And so the material is still always evolving. But what you also get besides being taught in class and learning being facilitated is there's a 90 plus page Enneagram growth guide, which has a ton of information. If you ask anyone who's in the program or been in the program already, it is a ton of information just about all parts of the Enneagram, all the way from the outward type structures of like the surface stuff all the way to the holy ideas. So it goes pretty deep and it has a ton of helpful information for you to be able to use during the course, but also afterwards, depending what you want to do with the Enneagram. And so one thing I'm very excited about too is that the KCEP program is now an accredited training program from the IEA, which is the International Enneagram Association. And what that means is that it means two things mainly. It means one thing is that this program has integrity in teaching the Enneagram. It means it has been verified to be something that's really going to truly help people develop and do their deeper inner work. And also for those who want to be eventually accredited professional with the International Enneagram Association, this is going to give you at least 60 points towards that accreditation, which you need about 250 to be accredited professional. And so this is going to give you a minimum of 60 points for that, which is quite a bit when you think about going through different programs. And so the program, if you're looking for time dates, it's on Thursdays because it's going to start in January 13th. It's on Thursday nights and it's from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and that's Central Time. So you may have to adjust it depending on your specific time zone that you live in. So that's a big part of it. It's for 12 weeks and we go week to week. And what happens is inside of the KCEP program, there are groups. And so I kind of mesh groups together based on some of the pre-work, based on some of the numbers, different things that come in, the level of maybe knowledge you bring in and all these different things. So I bring all those together and I kind of put you in a home group. And home groups are groups that you're going to meet with outside of class and actually do a couple assignments together week by week to help each other really develop and work with the material. So you're just not listening, but you're also engaging the material and you're also learning from other people and other types. So there's a lot of knowledge being grown there, but it's also a deep, rich community. And I think that's really the key point to it is the community, having people that you can talk to about these things. Because, you know, you'll be talking to some people about the Enneagram. They'll be looking at you like you crazy. Like, what are you talking about, these numbers and stuff? And you're like, you don't even get it. But in this place, you actually have a place to have deeper, richer, better conversations around the Enneagram and around deep work and inner growth. Because sometimes something that may seem small to somebody else because of your type structure may be very deep and really good work for you. And so to have people in a community that understand that, who can encourage that and see things in you that maybe you didn't even see in yourself in a good way, it's really life-giving, to be honest. And so I'm going to share just a few reviews that I got from KCEP program number 3, which is Kaizen Complete Enneagram Program, certification program. So this person writes, I recommend KCEP 100%. to anyone that is interested in starting a path to growth on the Enneagram journey. This program is not just the Enneagram enthusiast. It is for anyone that has a real desire to shift from knowing about the Enneagram to engaging in and applying it to their lives. The KCEP program really helps with gaining some understanding about the components of the Enneagram and how they pertain to your type. It really helps with starting to answering the questions. Now that I know my type, what now? And how and where do I go from here? That is one of the reviews which I absolutely love. And this is another review by a person that I was really excited by, because our last cohort, we had a 5 to a 10. If you've ever attended an Enneagram program, there are certain numbers that can sometimes be a little hesitant to attend a little bit more often. And sometimes that's 5s, it can be 8s, and sometimes 3s. And it's for different reasons within the type structure. But one of the wonderful people who were in the last cohort, and I'm not going to say her name, and I'm not going to say their name, obviously, because they don't want to be identified, most likely. So one thing that they appreciated was go ahead and going through it, and it was actually life-changing for them. And they've told me multiple times in person and within a review. So their review, this course is life-changing. It helped me to take action on my personal growth. And it also gave me tools to do work of learning about myself and other types. The community of growth-minded people was a wonderful plus. That's from a type 5. So that is something serious when a type 5 is like, oh, by the way, this was life changing and I really appreciate it, because they're going to be straightforward about what they really think about something. The next review, I became a completely better person spiritually, professionally, and with my family, all because of this class. And so these reviews are just a snapshot of the work that we do in there, because it is a place where you learn, where you're challenged, where you're encouraged, where you are safe and supported, because it is one of the most important things to me is to hold a safe container where people can feel safe to learn, safe to say something, safe to engage. And so that's very, very important to me as a facilitator of this course. And so I just wanted to encourage people. There's only 13 spots available for it. And so if you are interested, go ahead and sign up. The links will be inside of the show notes. And you can also go to KaizenCareersandCoaching.com. That's KaizenCareers and coaching.com to go there to enroll, to check out a little bit more information if you are interested in the program. If you're on the fence, like one of the amazing people who finished KCEP Cohort 2 and said it was absolutely life-changing, send me an email. You can email me at milton@kaizencareers.com. And we can discuss it and get on a consultation call. If you just have a few questions about the program, you're welcome to shoot those emails to me, or we can hop on a call, because it is pretty doggone amazing. So I do encourage people to be a part of it. And it is kept small for a reason. There are a lot of Enneagram courses out there that are large, and I think they do a pretty good job with what they have. But there's something about like a group that is smaller than 20 that has the ability to develop more intimacy, and everyone has a little bit more time to really do work. I mean, to really engage. So you're not just like sitting back looking and just hearing a lecture, but you're actually engaging in the material, learning deeply about the Enneagram, and being shifted and challenged, and just learning so much more, like growing. Like we talk about all the components. So we go from head knowledge to heart knowledge to body gut knowledge, all of it. We hit it all. And so I'm excited about the January 13th event coming up. So I definitely invite you, if you are interested, go ahead and sign up. I only do this 2 times a year, and I only take 16 people. So make sure, if you do want to be a part of it, that you go ahead and sign up. So if you are looking for an Enneagram community to do deeper work that will continue, because we use a platform called Mighty Networks to actually share our work and actually to move forward and engaging, and to be a part of that community going forward, because we have like eventual events and we do things together, and that's coming together slowly but surely. But there's a ton of information, and there's a ton of wonderful people to be connected to, who not only are knowing the Enneagram, but they're serious about their deep inner work. So whatever you're feeling like you want to do with it, but you want to learn it and grow in community, if you want more confidence and clarity in the Enneagram, and also being able to share it with more people. Maybe you want to be an Enneagram coach in the future. Maybe you just want to transform your life in ways that only you would know. So maybe you want to deal with maybe some anger that you have going on. Maybe there's an ego structure thing going on. Maybe you're a little distant than you want to be. Maybe you just don't feel right in groups. Maybe, it's something about being hesitant, or you're worried about how people always think of you. So overcoming all these things is a part of what this course actually helps with as well. So it's kind of twofold, where you're learning so much about yourself and doing the work and learning deep about yourself, but you're also learning so much about other types. And so you'll be able to utilize it in the world and in your personal life. So just wanted to share that with you all. It'll be in the show notes. And I hope you're having a wonderful time. It's a lot of like global holidays basically happening here. So please make sure you resource yourself, take care of yourself, stay healthy as you can. Take you some vitamin D, take you some zinc, giving out health tips at the end. If you can take those, I definitely encourage you to do that. Stay hydrated and keep doing your deep inner work. So if you are feeling that you want to take your inner work to a deeper level and do it in community, I encourage you, take a deep breath, sign up for the KCEP program, and make wise decisions as you go forward, and do it for the gram, the Enneagram, of course. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.